What's going on, everybody? Pirates of Impetus here today, and I've got actually another surprise. I was stumbling around on YouTube last night, seeing how Guedin if he'd published anything or not, and this showed up on the sidebar. Released not too long ago, it might have been a few days ago. Another user on YouTube by the name of Roark, I think I have that right, has created his own version of an Attack on Titan game. And this one's very interesting. It's like you have two polar opposites. You had Feng Li's game in browser, and then you had Guedin's game done through, I believe it's Unreal Engine. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But then there's this. It's like the two blended together and had a baby. This is what this is like. It's built in Unity, and it takes like a lot of inspiration from Feng's game, but at the same time I feel so many aspects being drawn from Guedin's. Like the two blend together and they work really nicely. Now I don't know which of the three I prefer most at the moment. Feng's, I would say, is the most quote-unquote complete, because it's got multiple objectives, multiple levels, online functionality, the whole bit. Then there's Guedin's game on the other end of the spectrum that is basically a glorified tech demo. Then you have this one, which, admittedly, because it's the youngest, I'll cut it slack. It doesn't really have much, but I can't really explain it. You kind of just have to see for yourself. I've messed around with a bit, and I will say right off the bat, this is the hardest one, in my opinion, in terms of precision. Feng's game was very loose in its controls, and it didn't really punish you too much for messing up. Guedin's game, you don't really have much challenge, but what little bit I did messing with the Titans, it wasn't too bad. The controls were nice and tight, so you didn't have any kind of struggle with that. But this one, on the other hand, you have to be precise. Given I've only been playing with this for about an hour or so, I've only really just gotten the basics down, and even just on the first level, the Training Corps difficulty, I had a real struggle even just nailing these ranks. And I tried the Garrison difficulty once or twice, and I haven't even finished that one. I'm afraid to get to these. But before I show you what I can do, let me show you the tutorial. Welcome to the tutorial. This will go through the basics of how to use the 3D maneuver gear. You can jump and hold the button to move in the air. It's kind of weird, because like, here's Erin's model, by the way. Again, it's like Feng's game meets Guedin's. It's like a blend of the two. It's a little weird. Something about the face I think could use fixing. The rest of the model is kind of nice though. I like the cell shading. Is that cell shading? I suppose it is. He doesn't jump very high on his own, but you can control his jump. Oh, whoops, I jumped off. Now, here's the first chance you get to actually use the reeling. I swear that sounds very familiar. But the controls in terms of the actual 3D maneuver gear in the air is very similar to Guedin. You use the left and right to fire your reels, and then you space to actually draw in. In my personal opinion, I'm not very keen on the sound effect for it yet, but that's still subject to change. Now this is without a doubt my favorite aspect of this demo. This is a unique feature that neither of the other games have, and this is pre-firing. And what that allows you to do is, I'm holding the fire buttons right now. I don't know if you can hear me clicking the mouse. So I'm holding them. Let me get closer to the edge. And then what can happen is, as you become in range of a target to latch onto, your hooks will fire automatically. So like what I can do is click. Oh, that was a bad example. I can click. Why is it Yeah. So, let me try that again. I don't know why I was bugging out a bit there. I can click here, just move my cursor over, and they auto-latch. That's a great addition. Now here's splitting, and this is kind of like the equivalent of using exclusively the spacebar in Fang's game, and it allows your hooks to shoot in either direction, as opposed to using Q and E to fire directly at the cursor. Guedin's game, you have to literally individually hook the reels. This one does it for you. However, while splitting only splits your cursors, you have to fire both lines at the same time. So it's a little different. So you can split and reel with only one, but it won't be very effective for you. And what this will allow you to do is better maintain your momentum due to the auto nature of the hook. It's a little finicky, which I will certainly demonstrate in the training levels, but it works. It's functional. That's kind of all that matters. Now here's redirection. This is present in Guedin's game. I might have taken note of it in the video. I don't know if I did or not. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. But when you're actually reeling in your cable, you can shift yourself side to side. I don't know if you see it in the preview there. It works very similar to how it did... oh, I didn't quite make that. To how it does in Guedin's game, albeit more pronounced. If you split your hooks or fire them both at once, you're not going to be able to shift very much. But if you only fire with one hook, you'll have greater mobility in the air. So now here's swinging. And this works pretty much identically to the way it does in Guedin's game. You have your two lines. If you release one, you'll carry your momentum through. So now here's swinging. I'm still very much learning... oh, whoops. Whoa, that was serious reach. I'm still very much learning the best way to control Aaron in this game. I still haven't totally got it down, although I'm working on it. Now, horizontal swinging. I already told you about the redirectioning, but this game also features the boosting mechanic from both games, really. However, it also incorporates the, I don't know what you want to call it, the vertical boost from Guedin's game. Overall, it feels more like Fang's, but that's just my opinion. So, it's a little delayed, so you really have to get used to it. I don't know totally how I feel about it yet. You gotta reach the slant. There we go. Made it. The lower floor will reset your position, but the slant over here seems okay. So here we'll try the vertical redirectioning, which I think is way too weak for its purpose. That's just me. I'll just go around it. Wait, can you... Whoa, 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 whoa! You can do it multiple times. I don't know if that's intentional or not. The downwards thrust is far more effective. Now here is where things get difficult. Attacking is precise. I'm not kidding when I say you have to be spot on with these attacks. You see that little green hitbox around the Titan's nape? That's your only window of opportunity to hit this thing. It is tough. But thankfully, pre-firing makes it much easier. And you'll see that he incorporates the rankings per score that Guedin did, while kind of adapting it into a Fang kind of system. It's very weird to describe which one I feel more of. Oh, whoops, I missed. That's fine, though. Did I get credit? Oh, I didn't get credit for that? Ah. I've already missed. I will say right now that the attack key is set to F, and I don't think that's a good option because of the fact that you, while holding the attacking works exactly like it does in Guedin's game. You hold the F button and then you release it to make your cut. But the problem with that is that while you're holding up your attack, getting ready to swing, I personally am using my my left index finger on the keyboard. But the problem with that is that it makes it much more difficult to redirection using the D key on Titans facing left, or Titan dummies facing leftward. So I don't know. Dang it. I remember I had a lot of trouble with this. When... Whoa. I saved it. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can't hook onto that last platform. I can't really identify why. You just can't. Come on. Do it! Do it! I did it! Oh. That was hard. Whoa. Physics! Alright, that's fine. I will say, honestly, I think that this sequence is harder than the actual first trial. Purely because of how precise you have to be and how little opportunity you get to correct. Come on, land it, land it, land it, land it. No, no. Oh, I didn't get the second, I guess. That's fine. We'll try it again. I just flat out didn't land that. Now you see why I was saying the difficulty on this one is much higher than the others. Oh, hey, why couldn't I latch onto that? That's not cool. Again, this demo is very new. Okay, got it. Is very new, so I'm more than willing to cut it slack. Now, here's where things get tough. I already messed up. Let's try that again. Dang it. The general strategy that I found, which I'll mention again on the first tutorial level, so to speak, is that you don't actually want to aim directly for the back of the neck. You instead want to try and latch your hook onto the head of the dummy, and then use redirectioning to properly orient yourself. The pre-firing system makes this a lot easier. Am I gonna get credit? No, I won't. Let's try that again. Try it. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Yeah, for whatever reason, you can land on their bases without a problem. Again, I can't really explain why. You just can. I guess it's only the floor that penalizes you. I can't get it. Oh! Oh! Now, if I can't get this, I'm terrified to know how poorly I'm going to do on the actual level. Because I was doing okay before. Nope, wrong side. Let's try that again. Rewind. And go. I'm telling you, the right-facing Titans are much harder to hit. Okay. I don't know if you can actually... You get the idea. I think we can leave this level. I don't know if you can only attack the Titans from a perpendicular angle relative to the direction that they're facing, or if you can actually approach them directly from behind like you could in Fang's game. That is still up to, I don't know what you want to call it, investigation. But I'll show you the first trial at the training core difficulty level, because it is still very challenging. I've not even managed to land any S's in either category, time or score, but that's besides the point. Let's try it. You'll notice right away we're in a... Oh, I've already messed up. You can press the backspace button to instantly reset. You'll notice right off the bat that we are in a different locale now, instead of just being... Dang it. Instead of just being directly in like a testing zone thing. That was poor. Let's try it again. And then from there you can actually use it to... The added bonus of the trees is that you're given a much higher... I don't know what you want to call it. Much more bountiful amount of things to actually lock onto, and you won't be penalized for it. Nope! That was a bad one. I'm telling you, those right-facing type... Or left-facing, sorry. Have I been saying right the whole time? I meant left. Yes, I got past kindergarten. Yes, I can tell my rights from lefts. Sometimes I just say the wrong one, that's all. We all make mistakes, I hope. Land it! Nice! That was a tight one. The splitting feature, dang it, makes this process a lot easier. So, oh, that rock got in my way. So the whole process of having to launch your hooks and then reel in, I couldn't tell where I latched onto that dummy. Too far out. You'll see how tight those hitboxes are. You have that little light blue circle, and that's it. That's something that I think this game would benefit from, is if that circle loosened up a little bit, because that is really tight. I'm kind of getting proficient at it. Emphasis on kind of, but that doesn't mean a whole lot when you can't even do it in demonstration. Oh, I missed that. Let's go back in for another pass. Got it. I do appreciate the fact that there's a lot of nice animation on the player model. Oh, I missed that one too. I don't care. I don't care if they're bad. We're gonna be here all day if I can't get a good one. Do it again. No. Right off the bat, you gotta get yourself in the air over that rock. If you don't clear the rock, then you're kind of stuck. Dang it! It's infuriating. It is. This is going to take lots of practice in the future to really get decent at all the mechanics at play here. I'm telling you, that hitbox is way too tight. Not to mention that I just don't know how to control this game yet. I got that? Wow. I didn't think I would get credit. You have to be going quick enough to actually make the cut, which makes sense. Oh, I held that for too long. I don't think you can hit it from behind. I think you have to go across the side. That one I just missed. I promise I did okay before. You're gonna have to take my word for that. Well, no, there was evidence. I very clearly defined that I got decent ranks. Good. Got it. Oh, I'm telling you, making corners like that is very difficult. This one's going decently. Figures as soon as I say that, it goes downhill. Let's rewind back this way. Got it. Nice. This time is going to be terrible, but hey. I didn't even hit that? I thought I got that. Yeah, there's a lot of times I say that. But like, I legitimately thought I cleared through that circle. Oh dear. It's tough. It really is tough. But part of me is like, yes, that's what you need. You need the challenge, because look at the game that just was published by Omega Force over the summer. Is it Omega Force? I believe so. They're the guys behind Dynasty Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. That game is far too simplified, I think, for the series' own good. The whole concept gets like reduced to nothing. I can't even get this first one. I was doing really well before. The whole concept, I feel like, gets reduced in the actual threat level when everything is automated. That's part of the reason why I like these games a lot more, is because they actually challenge you. I mean, given that Guedin's game doesn't have anything to challenge you with at the moment, save for the races. But can I get no? Nope. You really gotta aim high on the dummies. That's in my opinion, the best way to handle it, is to just shoot too high and let the pre-firing system help you out. Nice, that was a good one. Oh, I got that! I didn't think I was gonna get credit. I just flat out missed that one. Come on, I want to finish this. I want to get at least the goal with a decent score. That's all I ask for. Oh, I didn't get that. Start a riot. See, like, look how much easier it is when you actually have the extra finger on the keyboard to make those proper cuts. Got that. Nice. Nice. Nice! Got it! I mean, that was probably a C in both categories. Yeah. No, I got a B in score. I got a B in score. That is acceptable for me. I will take that. But that's a lot of really it. Like I said, I haven't tried the higher difficulty levels, so I can't really give an opinion on those. But even on the easiest setting, or even on the easiest level, this game already is very difficult. Part of me likes it, the other half of me is thinking it needs just a very slight easing up. Even the slightest increase in the hitbox, I think, would do wonders for the game. But that's just one guy's opinion. Roark, if you see this, I'd like you to know that I thought that you have a lot of promise here from this demo, and I would definitely like to see more in the future from it. I think that if you add some new kinds of a new level, I think in your channel banner you even have a work in progress city like Trust, and I'd be very curious to see. I think you've got a nice balance here between the realism and the fantasy, between the physics and the difficulty. I definitely think the difficulty could use a very tiny notch downward, but that's about it. One more thing I'd like to show just before we finish is that this game actually does feature full animations. So you kind of have to make sure you stick your landings decently. I really like that. And for the record, the landing animation at high speed is very cool in my opinion. Mostly because of the fact that of the effects from it. Oh, you gotta be going really fast to get it. You'll remember that if you hit the ground at high speed in Fang's game, you kind of slid it on your gear. Like that. Roark's added some cool particle effects, so it looks really nice. But that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, you might suggest sticking around for a little while. If you do enjoy, then, like I said, stick around. More to come. Maybe we'll get some more updates from Roark in the future, I don't know. But until that day comes, I will catch you all next time.